Alrighty, going live. Alright, and we are live.
There we are.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, beautiful people.
Greetings, mortals.
Boone, how does it feel knowing that you're no longer the character that is in the gay panic?
Look, in this campaign, I'm not the character that's in the gay panic, and you don't know. There could be gay panic going on with one of the entities right now. You have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, Bear is.
Well, she's dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
But you are
see,
correct. But you are correct. Bear is. That's the correct thing.
Bear is not in gay panic. He incites gay panic.
That's what I said. He incites the gay panic.
I am just making sure that I update our match card because I apparently forgot to do that in the actual server notes with the things that happened.
You need to update a lot of shit in here.
Yep.
ADHD, baby. What can we say?
And we need to get rid of that match.
Oh my god, child! I just put you out! Loki! Come here. Yes, you. Come here. I just put you out, child. Why are you back?
I missed you.
Speaking of being back, previously on Ravnica Trail of Dragons,
Yes.
the party ended up finding their way to Kylem, and all of them wound up with partners and matches to compete in. Let me just run down the card. Sure enough, it was Incinerator and Troubadour. Sorry, Bear's not actually going to be on this card. It'll be Incinerator instead. And Troubadour as the team of Tchaikovsky. And they are facing the Kenrith bloodline for the title.
Tchaikovsky, yes.
Tchaikovsky, always yes.
Tchaikovsky, no!
Tchaikovsky, yes.
And let me also update this to be the correct match type, but let me run down other things. We also have Eliza and Domri Raid, which is a team,
Yeah, it is.
otherwise known as Savage Garden,
I am not sorry for that.
up against the Renown, who seem to have outflashed Eliza.
But I'm about to take that back.
We shall see. We also have Ik, and Amut, formerly known as Malik, versus the Magnate Consulate.
Woo.
We have Hazaret's Chosen, Ika and Zaida, versus the family. And we have Caesar and Gamataki, otherwise known as Ginger Frog. Versus the Dawnbringers.
Yes.
And although the Dawnbringers seem to be here to have fun, when Gamataki said he was taking things very seriously, he did seem to get a reaction out of Cypress Creed that Cypress was also willing to be serious. And Finn's match with, alongside Simon Pace, Finn and Ob Nixilis had to deal with something on Capenna. Very important. Who knows how long that's going to be a thing. So Badrinus is now taking the place of Keithal Spider in that matchup. In part at the behest of one Maxwell Jacob Friedemann. But the other major match was one we kind of already knew about. Prem and Tuffy, with Victor in their corner, against the Buckshots. And during that promo, the Buckshots wanted to make it an unsanctioned match. The implication seeming to be that they actually wanted to kill Prem. And it's in the aftermath of that promo where they even tried to attack Victor that you all find yourselves in the catering area.
We just tried to assassinate Trump at a rally.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Well, that.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Okay.
So that happened.
That happened. All right.
I'm sorry.
I guess that
That
happened last time on. I guess that also happened.
That was timing.
Well, fuck, apparently. I swear, you Americans need to sort out your government. We're not much better, but seriously, fuck.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Anyway, D&D, anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, so so somebody in the corner says that, and you guys are like, what's a Trump? Anyway.
A cod.
Damn it!
Is
He just looks at Tuffy and says, look, no, really, I'm actually really sorry for getting you involved in this mess.
You are all okay, are you?
Look, if it was just me that they were trying to kill, I would probably be fine. They said, all of you guys, now that they said all three of us die, now it's a problem.
Yes. It's definitely a problem. Yeah, but one you will survive.
they come after you again, I will step in because you two are my friends and my guildmates.
There has simple solution to problem. Kill them first. they want to fight to death, give them the death they crave.
Well, I will say we probably have an advantage in that. And he kind of covers his mouth when he says that.
Can I insight check that?
Yes, you may.
Alrighty. That will be a 16.
I'm gonna actually roll for what his deception on that would be. Up. Nothing seems unusual about that.
Alrighty then.
Amut is the one to bring this up. It's like, just what exactly did you do to them? Yeah, okay. They thought I was going to be able to heal them during their match against the Ken bloodline. To be fair, on me, so did I. Okay? I didn't know the healing wasn't going to work on other people. But it wasn't, so kind of stuck them in a worse situation.
And they want to kill you because you made mistake with own powers?
They think I did it intentionally.
They already look stupid, but now they actually are? Oy.
Look, they've been double-crossed before. In honestly way worse ways than that, but definitely similar vibes. To be honest, until I actually met with them here, I didn't think they actually want to kill me. Maybe beat me up, sure. Again, but, you know. It sucks because I didn't feel like I was just their manager. I felt like I was their friend.
Clearly, they do not believe the same way. It's unfortunate.
This is why I don't trust people with horns. That was Domri, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel that.
Okay. So it's like, hey, guys? You motherfucker! Whoa, 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 whoa! Just wanted to let you guys know that we're doing backstage promos in like an hour. So you guys, in like an hour or two, so you guys got plenty of time to figure out what you're gonna say. Okay, peace. What is everyone's reaction to this? To one of the buckshots showing up.
No more peace.
If they come after you
What?
guys or Tuffy again, they are getting fireballed.
He's right there, and I'd imagine everyone's staring at him, right?
Yeah.
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 He's just shown up, and I like. Door opens. Hey guys, and everyone just turns.
What?
You threaten the bunny.
I did. Wait, you guys actually believe that? Part of the act.
Can I insight
Nope.
check that?
You can.
Yeah, okay.
Actually,
18.
Here's the wild thing. You're not sure whether he's being sincere or not.
I'm gonna like Bear is just gonna err on the side of caution and believe that he's lying. You don't threaten one of Bear's friends, even quote for the bit.
Ich believe. Actually, can I roll insight for it too? Actually,
Yeah.
thank you. Just in case. Probably not enough. Okay, 17.
Same thing. You're not sure whether he's being sincere or not. Amulet speaks
Now-
up. It's like, well, if that was acting, it was certainly very convincing. Yeah, I know, right?
Acting. Yes. This one has done enough acting to know that that was not.
Ah, come on. Look, if it makes you feel better, we'll get other people to send messages to you guys when we need to do like promo stuff, okay? With that. Besides, it kind of keeps kayfabe if nobody sees me coming here to talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty
Incinerator does the
then.
Batman thing where the mask's eyes narrow.
DM,
Yeah?
I know I used my detect thought casting last session, but Eliza is trying to push herself to do it more than once. Could I read his mind?
Only
For a spell
if you...
slot?
Well, for a spell slot.
Alright, I will do it with a spell slot. And I will cast Detect Thoughts.
You get static.
Well, that's unusual, and I will use telepathy to the rest of the party members about that. I'm only getting static from his mind.
Whatever. Look, I'll I'll just arrange for someone else to come see you guys when it's time. Peace. I'll get Tony or something. He'd leave.
Okay, that was really unusual.
What brain static mean?
What would that mean for me?
What it most likely means is that it's being blocked.
Someone
Oh.
was.
Fucker.
Someone. Yeah.
Gotta bring up
Someone
mind
is-
shielding.
Mm.
Sorry.
Yeah, somebody was blocking my ability to read his mind.
Hmm.
Guys, I need to ask Master Tomek or something. Tomek something like it'll take like probably a few minutes. I'll be back. I'll be back about as quick as I can. Okay.
Okay.
Kind of a contract thing.
You and your
Gotcha.
contracts. Every time.
Oh, ik remember. Ik have information. Astral father information.
Oh. Really?
Ik need to pass along. He not from Ravnica. He somewhere cold. Cold, not Ravnica.
Oh.
This isn't Pathfinder. Knowledge planes isn't a thing.
I
what
will
would I
let.
roll to have an idea of that?
I guess history, although because Eliza has the plain book, Eliza would probably get advantage on that.
Alrighty. I pull out my little book.
With a 13, Bear doesn't know it off the top of his head.
Nah, not a. Doesn't ring like there's a few that seem to come to mind, but it doesn't isolate very well. Like it could even be Dominaria. For all you know.
Should I roll?
Yes, with advantage, Eliza. Because
Alright.
again, you have the book.
Okay.
The book.
The highest, let's see, on the dice that is a 15. Let me pull up my sheet. I'm an idiot. I actually forgot to open my sheet.
That sounds like a personal problem.
I know, right? So that was a history check. My history is a +3, so that would be an 18.
Yeah. You are able to isolate. There's one plane that is consistently cold and also does have wolves on it. And that would be Kaldheim.
Huh. According to my book, the plane that seems to match that up would be Coldheim? Ironically, we're going to be going there pretty soon.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Can't say I heard of it. I don't really get out much. I'm also not a planeswalker, so shrug emoji.
Ik also not go to the plane much. Only a little bit recently.
How did you get here?
Spark only ignited a couple weeks ago.
From what I can gather, I probably already had a spark ignited and I just didn't remember.
Bear then turns to Gamataki, someone he's known as being a planeswalker for quite a long time.
And Gamataki just looks back at Bear's like, so, I take you need my knowledge on this?
You have had the ability to travel planes for significantly longer than the rest of us.
Well, it certainly saved my life on more than one occasion.
Never been to this Kaldheim?
Don't think I've ever been there. I have been in one place that was relatively cold, but I don't know if it was the same place.
I suppose Gamataki didn't know that literally was Kaldheim.
He was there. He just never got the name of it.
Maybe I.
Fair enough.
It's like, I just remember that I was in a If it is that place, allow me to give a description of it then. I remember when I was in a place of unyielding cold. There was just snow everywhere. And when I met one of the inhabitants, they merely asked who I was, and once I gave them my name, they started to flee in fear of me. And that's all I remembered until I waited to the ability to eat a planeswalk again back to Ravnica.
Can you describe this individual?
Oh, sorry. It wasn't actually Kaldheim you went to, I don't think.
Yeah.
It was Vala.
Yep.
Oh no, Vala I think is like a sub-realm of Kaldheim. Magic's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was originally a realm in Kaldheim, but now it's its own separate.
Yep.
So either way, Gamataki planeswalk to Kaldheim.
Yeah.
He can planeswalk to Vala.
Yep. It's like, I take it neither of those descriptions are ringing any bells to anyone?
Flip it through the book.
That could very well be called. I'm gonna say that the existence of Vala probably as a separate plane isn't in the book, but I will let you roll this time not with a, or no, you're already basically looking at call time. If it was like snow everywhere, it very well could be call time. Based on your knowledge.
Yeah.
Could be, but I don't know. Maybe when we get back, we can ask some of the planeswalkers in Ravnica.
Eliza, could you roll a D100 for... Could you roll a D100 for Domri, please?
Sure. Give me a second.
You'll need a 72 or higher.
Right. Just one D100?
Yeah, sorry, a 71 or higher. He has not been there either. Although I am going to probably mark a plane he has been to based on that roll. What the fuck is that? You know it's fun when the guy who knows magic what the fuck is that? Okay, it's like it doesn't sound familiar to doesn't sound too familiar to me. Actually, Bear, I'd like you to roll a D100 for Arlington.
Okay.
Because we
Let's
do have
see
two
if-
more. We do have two more planeswalkers here who aren't freshly sparked. That could
88.
have. That's enough, and again, I'm going to probably make note of a. Ooh, okay, go concept. But that was above 71, so I will say. I've actually been there once or twice before myself. And since we're going ahead and doing it, Ick, I'd like you to roll a D100 for a move.
Eleven.
No, I haven't been to call time either.
Too cold.
Although I remember that. Although now that we're talking about other planes, I'm remembering there's a hideout in Capenna that I would need to check for any documentation.
Oh, the freaking irony.
What's the irony?
Guess whose first planeswalk was to Capenna? Me!
That's not irony, that's a coincidence.
Yeah, that is a coincidence.
I don't know why that would be irony.
Well, after our first meeting, I kind of had a panic attack and I kind of planeswalked for the first time. And I planeswalked to Capenna.
Still not ironic.
Either way, you've been there before.
Yep.
By the way, Eliza just noted something in one of the chats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your fault you didn't know earlier. All those times you just seemed to disappear while you were dating? Well, now you know.
She just crosses her hands and just crosses her arms and looks at our. How long?
He rubbed the back of his neck. It's like, well, my spark ignited when I was. He's doing math on his fingers. 12?
Cue math here, like, okay, wait, we didn't start dating till we were like 20?
So he's been a planeswalker the entire time that you guys were dating.
Your species gets so old.
Okay, mental note. She's not mad, she's like surprised.
He just like he's still wearing the mask, but you can kind of tell he's rolling his eyes.
Arlington, later we're going to have a talk. I'm not mad. Let me make that perfectly clear.
You're just disappointed.
Caesar, please.
What? Am I wrong?
No. I'm a little disappointed, but mostly surprised.
We'll talk later. I'm going to have conversation at some point anyway.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
I'm just in this with a whole bunch of planeswalkers.
Looks like it.
It would seem.
I'm not a walker plane. Cool. So, you guys are continuing to talk about this. It's and eventually, hang on, let me find where I put the fucking token. There it is. Prem comes back in like the exact same place that he was, like literally the exact same place. Okay, I'm back. So I got the go ahead. We need to go somewhere we're going to be able to make sure that nobody else is listening. Because confidentiality agreements, and it was understood that the situation is serious enough where I can tell you guys, but not anybody else. Probably Ika and Zaida as well, whenever they show up. Well, actually, definitely, I included them.
All right.
So, basically, so I'm going to move everyone
Yeah.
up here.
Okay.
We'll try to fit everyone in the same room, and I will be right back. I have to pee.
All right. Like suddenly zoomies.
Roll to pee.
All right.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
We were just having a.
I'm okay. I was just listening to what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Hello.
Aww.
That was the Lokester.
Aww.
All right, I will give you a treat.
Sounds so cute.
Yeah, as cute as he is, he's a little pain in the butt. Ain't that right, buddy? A treat? Cats in Or. Yeah, cats in Or Java would make sense. I mean, they have otters in Is It?
Oh, for a moment I thought you said udders. I was so confused.
Otters.
Yeah.
Otters.
Sorry.
So the
Otters is
so the
otters.
yeah.
That's like-
So the is it is just investing in robot udders.
No. It's Bloomborough that has otters, but they happen to be Is It colored. Need to make that perfectly clear. So, Prem gets
Right, who died?
gathers
Someone
you
died.
all, has you all in a room, and he's like, "Okay, so, there's reason I wasn't worried about the buckshots trying to kill me. They weren't gonna be able."
Explain.
Cause I'm already dead.
Whoa.
Oh. Yeah. Technically, so is bad.
No, not like that. I mean, like, actually, for real, my life ended. See, how long do you think Aetherborns normally live? I'll give the party a chance to answer before Amut gives the actual.
Should we like history?
Bear shrugs.
Should we like history check that?
Yeah, you guys can history check.
Okay, I will history check that.
Could I get advantage considering I'm friends with Prim?
No. Because Prem intentionally kept this from you because contract.
Anyway, I rolled a 27.
Petrinas, I'm just gonna.
20.
Petrinas, I'm gonna DM you because you know.
All right. That's a long typing.
Yep. Eliza, I'm going to DM you something slightly different from that since you got.
Loki, you drooled on me! Ew!
Oh, cats.
Ah! I'm sorry. Look, I'm so smug.
Did anybody else roll history?
I don't think Ick would know.
All right. Amut would say normally only a few years.
Okay.
That was something I found curious as well. And I realized there'd only be one reason you'd still be alive, but... Yeah, about...
Yeah, Bedrine.
So
Yeah,
it could be 2.
yeah, Bedrinas will actually respond like maximum 3 years to be exact.
2, 3 years at most.
I was alive for about 5 years.
It's like 5 years. It's like how'd you find a way to extend that?
He rubs the back of his neck. I'd rather say.
It's like, yeah, well, you brought it up.
But point being that when I ended up arriving on Ravnica after my spark ignited, it eventually came to the point where I was offered a contract with the Orjav. I would be able to continue living. He gives like air quotes. Continue living as long as I continue to work for the Orzhov. So I'm technically a... Well, I guess not technically.
You're sort of cutting in and out.
No.
Yeah.
What? Wait, I am?
Yeah. You kind of
Yes.
just went super quiet for about a minute.
No,
Yeah, you,
I did in fact do that.
Oh, okay, that was
Fair
intentional.
enough.
Wait, what was the last thing you guys heard clearly to make sure? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Last I heard was something about a contract. Like the beginning of the contract of quote unquote living.
No, it's like I would be able to continue quote unquote living, or well, he says living and just does air quotes with his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
As long as, of course, I continue working for Orzhov. Considering my situation, it's a good gig. So yeah, they weren't gonna succeed in killing me because I'm already dead.
yeah, one of those fabled afterlife contracts.
Yeah, it's the reason that some people don't want to sign the more long-term Orzhov deals.
This one thought those were mostly just myth.
I can assure you they're not. Granted, most of the time a deal only goes into the afterlife if you have debt during your life. But in my case, it was very intentional for the deal to involve my afterlife. It was the entire point of doing it.
Huh.
Because the ways I extended my life, I was not the biggest fan of. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
It gathers you don't want to say what those things are.
yeah. Says the
I
other
would prefer not to say, but I have a feeling that, well, one of you has already figured it out at the very least. He just looks towards a moot.
Hmm?
I had my suspicions already. So the thing I thought you were doing was true.
These vagaries are quite annoying.
So, Aetherborn are able to extend their life if they consume Aether, normally from...
People?
It tends to be a better source than what's in machines. Tends to actually be worth the time.
Hmm.
I eventually felt hungrier and hungrier, and I started trying to look for a way. Stop doing it.
Hmm.
And luckily, I found one. Even if it meant I would no longer technically live. But who cares? As long as I exist. It's not really that different from living anyway, when you really look at it. I mean, I don't eat, but other than that, I already wasn't. Kind of how I born work.
Me screaming eternally.
It's a strange situation, but it cannot judge.
Yeah, Bedrinus will actually like to send Eliza a message cantrip and just ask her, it's like, how much do you know of these Orzhov contracts?
Well, how much would I know, DM? I'm just an entertainer. I don't really delve that deep into that.
I suppose it depends on what you're looking for in terms of the contracts, and it would be pretty easy for you to find out what would be needed, as long, like, depending on if it's something common among the contracts, or if it's or if you're looking for something specific to a particular contract, it would require you to have access to somebody's contract.
Right. Right. So I
You
repeat
can-
that.
You would definitely be able to understand a legal.
Yeah. I repeat that to bids.
Okay,
It all depends on what you're looking for.
I see. Ready?
So like I said, you don't have to worry. Like I said, them potentially wanting to kill me wasn't a worry for me when it was just me. They'll probably have a hard time with Vic too, to be honest. Franhausen is vampire! Very nice, very odd.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
But what I could potentially
Hmm?
is fake my own death.
Oh.
That was kind of my original plan.
You have any plan on death fakery?
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't really work too well because if they're actually intending to go for tough, because well, that will just create a more rough situation for him. Can't do that.
Hmm.
one thing we could do, and this is a distinct possibility, is if you two come down injured, and I have to fight them by myself.
I don't know if I would be comfortable with you doing that, Prim, not gonna lie.
But he can't die.
Hmm.
Kind of a rock and a hard place situation.
It is. Hmm. Let's think on it for a minute. Time to put on the brain music.
Hang on a second. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Oh, of course.
Ah, blood.
Yes. Hopefully we don't get copyright for that.
We stop.
Okay.
And that's enough.
I know.
Have you come up with anything, Eliza?
Well, let's see. Because she doesn't want to see her friends hurt, especially Tuffy and, her guildmates. What if we staged an outside fight that takes, outside of the arena and, not only injures our friends, but also injures you? Because I like to think that Prim, even though, yeah, he's Eliza's rival, that he does probably says things that kind of got him in trouble a couple times in Orzhov. Or with other guild members. That probably caused him to get injured for weeks.
I mean, that's not really a permanent solution to the problem when it comes to me. Because I'm the actual target in all of this. They'll just do it at another show, or worse. They'll come to Ravnica after me. Like, they played their hand.
What if they come to If they come to Ravnica? So when
Right.
Actually,
what-
if they come to Ravnica, that is good for us.
that being said, when you say contracts, are these physical, tangible contracts that you can actually hold in your hand? or are they more, or is this more like some kind of just like a gentleman's agreement?
No, they're like actual written contract.
Okay. Would certainly hope. How safe are these contracts kept in Orzhov?
Very safe.
If you're worried about somebody ripping up the contract, yeah, you don't have to concern yourself with that.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Only Tomek and Kaya have access to those contracts, correct?
Yep. Well, I think there's a couple of other people who are high enough rank to have access to the contract vault, but pretty much.
Yeah, I think Master Risk also has access, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, him and I think maybe your dad too.
Yeah, I think my dad would. Because, like, I figured Eliza knows that if you, like, get up there in the ranks in, like, the top 5 or top 4 ranks, you get access to those contracts.
Yep. And I know the Bucks. They are not going to be able to breach magic security. They might not even realize that I'm dead. I made sure to pick a room I knew what didn't have security cameras in it.
What do you think, guys? Should we stage this fake death? That means bids.
Yeah.
Out of character. Bids, you get to do Demir stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so if we go with this, how do we plan this?
Let alone make it believable. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody know any magic that can, like, any illusion magic, maybe?
Hold on, out of character equal check spell list. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, because sadly, I don't have that kind of magic.
Ick has that kind of magic. Ick can cast Feign Death.
Out of character, I'm also checking Eliza's sheets.
Then I guess we need to plan that for when they get us for me and Tuffy's promo. Would probably be time for that to happen. Maybe maybe somebody jumps us during the promo.
Casually knocking on wood because she's afraid 2 particular people might try that. Shoot. Now, stuff like this, it's...
I mean, it would potentially be believable if I did.
Yeah, that could be a good... if we changed you back a little bit, Amoot, and went back to calling you Malik, it could be that's what causes it. Because then, because we're probably going to see clones of you running around eventually. Ooh, so
And if I temporarily look like that Malik again, then it might work.
all right, I think we have a plan.
You guys hear a knock at the door. Oh my god, it's a bang on the door!
Yeah.
And whose step would be? Oh God.
Wait, that's not where the door is. My bad. The door is over here. Hello, I'm Tony Schiavone.
Hello.
That is the man's real name.
Hi.
We're getting ready to run backstage interviews. We wanted to have Ick and Emmett first. Is that how you pronounce it? It's a moot. Got it.
Okay.
Actually, wait. No, because I wanted to do it according to the, Well, no. We'll do it in accordance with the heat thing.
Okay.
So if you guys can join me in the studio room, we'll get things underway. We'll be in
us or different people now.
We'll be in Studio B.
Studio B.
I have moved him to the appropriate room.
Is it still us going first, or have you?
It'll be Ick and Amut going first.
Okay.
I forgot to loop, but that's okay. The song ended at exactly the right time for what I wanted to do.
All right.
Okay, we go have interview. Guys, what's an interview?
Where he's gonna ask you questions and
do
you are expected to answer.
Oh, it can answer questions.
Concerned.
So, we are about to begin the mechanic of... We're about to begin the backstage promos. This is our second round of promos that we're doing. So, basically, in these, you guys are going to get a chance to do things. I'm going to let you guys and what's going to happen is you guys are going to get to basically say what you'd like, and based on what you say, I will tell you what to roll.
Okay.
You will at some point be rolling against your opponents,
Oh boy.
who will also get to do a backstage interview. Any roll during all of this that is above a 15 will increase your match's heat by 1. Or, well, any result, you know. So, Bring a mood up here. It's like, and you may also gain information about your opponents.
Ooh.
And I will actually be asking both you and your partner questions. What I want to do with your part, but you will still roll for your partner.
Yep.
And you might have energy, and I will actually give you some sort of agency over the tone of their response. Like, not 100%, because some of it is like, so there's like, I don't think it would make sense for them to answer that way, then I might step in, but for the most part, I'm going to give you agency over that tone, basically. This is, by the way, from SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. So...
I'm probably going to want to need that for a playlist.
So, do you want to just have Tony Schiavone start asking you guys, oh, actually, who wants to play the interviewer?
Who interview Eric? And Amut.
I'll be right back.
If none of you guys want to be the interviewer, I'm willing to do it. That's fine. But I figured I should
Tell me,
offer.
what brought you two together?
We came together. Chance came together. We travel around. We met in alleyway.
You met in an alleyway, and now you're going to fight in a 2v2 arena-style battle. How did that come about?
Well, Amut set someone on fire. Oh no, I didn't say. Wait, what was it? He was going by Amut in this tournament,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yep, cool. Just
Yes.
making sure.
Got a firebug then, have we?
And
How about you,
it
young
liked
lady?
To dance. It liked to dance, and at opponents, they seem like brilliant dancers. Very good.
If I can give the interviewer a note, Isaiah Veer is what is known as a Phoenix Knight, so that would be something interesting to bring up about the matchup between Isaiah Veer and Amut.
And how do you think you'll fare with your firebug versus a Phoenix Knight?
Fire isn't the only thing that I'm capable of. It shouldn't be too much of a stretch for me to be able to handle someone like that.
What makes you feel so confident that you'll be able to get through his defenses?
Did I not just say that fire isn't the only thing I can do?
Well,
Be very smart,
yes,
very slippery.
but let's not forget he has a partner who may be able to handle all of your problems. What will you do for them?
Whack with stick.
I'm more than capable of attacking both of them at once.
Wow, very simple strategy out of this team, folks.
Simple good.
But is simple going to be enough?
It doesn't really matter whether it's simple or not, just if it's effective.
That's a
Why go
bold
fancy
claim.
dancing?
So I think for the check for this, I'm going to have. We'll do basically our first check here. Ick, I would like for you to roll a persuasion check and roll me a d20 for Amut's intimidation check.
Yep. Okay, that's me first. Pulse persuasion. Okay, that's a 12 persuasion, and for our moots, I rolled an 11.
You have a 12? And Amut's total is 16. Okay. Making note of that. So that's your first checks. Let's continue the interview.
Now, something not related to the fight whatsoever. How did you two become friends? What really brought you together?
It admired the setting on fire.
Even though you're wearing a mushroom, young lady?
It is a conflict of interest, it acknowledges.
That's a good response, actually.
I suppose you could say that. Part of it is a having mutual enemies.
Mutual enemies leading you to fight together in an arena. I wonder who these enemies could be, folks.
None of your business.
I wasn't asking who they were. I was simply leading a question to the audience.
Okay, I'm back. I am sorry.
He put up his hands when he said that. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Ooh.
Do
Good
you
message.
think you'll win today?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Simple and blunt confidence out of both of them.
I
I
don't
wonder how they'll
tend.
fare in the arena.
I don't tend to include defeat in my vernacular.
Not a good word.
Everyone faces defeat one time or another, that's for sure. But it seems that neither of you think it's going to be today.
No.
I can't say I've never suffered it. In fact, I very recently have. But part of not including it in as part of who you are means not dwelling on it.
That is certainly a good motto to live by.
Okay, for the second one. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna have Ick roll, actually. Tell you what, go ahead and start by rolling a d20 for this time. For the second one, Amut is going to have persuasion.
Yep.
As for you,
He rolled an 18.
that was on the die 18.
Yep.
Okay, so that totals out to a 23. I don't even.
Man.
I don't even think I fully have his sheet ready. I'm just basically making up the number, but it's working. So that's also going to generate a heat for sure. If it was a natural 20, it would have generated 2.
Okay.
And for you, I'm going to have you roll. You've already rolled persuasion. How about perception?
Mm-hmm. What's my perception? That is good. That's a 23.
23. So both of you had 23.
Yay.
Those are going to be hard to beat. All right. The perception makes sense because they show up. It's like,
Ooh.
that is some level of confidence you've got.
And here they are now, folks. Tell me, boys, what do you have to say in regards to the upcoming fights?
I think there is something that the two of you are forgetting. And that number 2 is very important.
This is Prince Inanne speaking.
2 of you. 3 of us. I may be only on the ringside, but my presence will most certainly be felt.
That's an interesting statement. That is also the truth. How will you handle the fact that you don't have a manager?
We have many friends.
Does that really matter that much? I mean, if it does, I could just take you out. He backs up.
Oh, save the fighting for the ring, buddy. No reason to get violent back here.
So I am going to roll their first persuasion. It's going to be Prince Inanne's persuasion. And let it be known, if this is above a 15, this also generates heat for your match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a 15 on the die, so that for sure is going to beat your 12 ick.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they are going to have 1 momentum of advantage currently going into the match. So yes, these are now going to affect the match.
Oh.
Veer's like,
You know, you've got a lot of tough talk about how you have more than... I have more than fire, too. And I would love nothing more than to show you whose house it really is around here.
Ick doesn't think you own it. You pay rent?
Are you going to let that happen? Are you going to let that comment slide?
Hell no!
Fucking
When
dead.
we get in the ring, it's gonna be on. Like Donkey Kong!
Who
Not helping,
is
Lo.
that?
not helping, Loke. Look.
Look, I could cut through the two of you easy mode. Like I said, I got more than fire too, and I've got a lot of experience using it. How much experience you got using something other than your fire?
And he's going to roll intimidation. That is not going to beat Amut's. So the momentum now goes back to neutral. And it is also not above 15, so it doesn't generate heat for your match. So when he says that, Moon is just going to respond, "Plenty."
Staying strong in the face of danger. Tell me, did you two come up with a name for your team?
We don't need one. We are friends.
That's
That won't go down in the ratings.
that's the team name, Friends.
A name isn't 100 necessary.
What about the folks at home? Don't you want them to start cheering something if you start to win?
I mean, we both have names.
Hmm.
In fact, what about Amik?
Oh, yes, 2 syllables easier than the 3 syllables.
Oh my god, he just generated his own ship name.
He did, in fact, generate his own ship name.
God damn it.
So, meanwhile, I don't know why, but I feel like a shipping is forming. I don't know why.
Amik, huh? Is that the name you want to go by?
Does the audience
You gotta
like it?
He puts his hand to his ear. There's no earpiece there. I don't know. I can't tell.
Amik? What are you two dating or something? That's stupid. He's going to roll persuasion. Logan is bad at persuasion. Unfortunately, he did not get above 15. And he lost, so you guys have 1 momentum advantage. Currently. And the last roll left is going to be perception. And we'll let the interview continue, and I know exactly how I want to do the perception.
Now, that wasn't very... Now, I understand that you're meant to try and assert some sort of dominance, Musclehead.
If we were dating, why would you care? What, are you
you three
interested
dating?
or something? No! Man! I see. Ah, lover boy, I got you. But he says lover boy in Kaladeshi. It's like,
Oh, so Ick wouldn't actually understand it.
he would be like, that's not what this is about. Oh, wait! You understood me. Okay. So you're from my neck of the wood.
Didn't you... Now, I have one problem with what you just said. Didn't you assert that while you were doing your original promos?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they did. It's like... So ignore the you from my neck of the woods thing.
Yeah, no, they did that during the original promo.
Yeah, okay. I forgore.
Understandable.
The brain, it does not function.
So he probably said it in Kaladeshi specifically to Tom. That's not what this is about. Tell you what, Ick, you can roll an insight check.
Yep.
This will not count towards heat or the promo itself.
Where's my insight? There it is. That is an 18.
You're not sure if that's 100% truthful?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have him
Yeah.
roll an insight too. It's like, I don't know who you think you fooling, fam.
I'm pretty sure even the people at home can figure out that that's not exactly the truth.
I am going to have And we're going to wrap up the promo, and Prince Anane is going to roll a perception check. That is not going to be high enough to beat you guys, so you guys have 2 momentum worth of advantage. You have generated 4 heat,
Yay.
and basically, Prince and you can hear down the hall, "Where's my damn weed, Anane?"
Shit!
Shit!
Hide the drugs!
We're out of here! And they leave, and you guys can see Simon chase them down the hall.
Amazing.
Somebody's
What?
chased off your opponents for now, but how are you two feeling after that second encounter?
Pretty good.
And you? And he says Loverboy in Kaladeshi as well, just because he can.
There's a little bit of a tense up with that. Fine. Feeling
You two
fine.
should go and continue getting ready. I have another interview to host in about 3 minutes.
Good day. Everyone have a good day.
And people who have
Wade?
and people who have completed their interview, I will bring them back down to catering.
Okay.
Weed is a recreational drug, legal here, not in Ravnica.
Well, depending on which guild's territory you're in.
He's from Azorius.
Oh,
Stupid fucking hard asses.
I know Selesnia's got this thing called vape.
That's more of a is it thing rather than Selesnia. Selesnia would just have weed.
By the way, you don't know that Kylam is that weed is legal in Kylam.
Bear just assumes it is everywhere else other than Azorius territory.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Because pretty much he spends most of his time in Azorius, and when he's in someone else's territory, weed.
It's even is it?
Yeah.
I mean, they have the dopest bongs.
Oh God.
So, and I'm going to code that as done with the second promos. So, anyway, we can either return to Eek and Amut. By the way, Simon does come back to the room, and eventually, and when these guys lose him.
You'll get him.
Go?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, you'll get him.
Yeah, I've done it before.
What the fuck?
What?
What?
So do we want to have a little bit more or actually, y'all aren't in primary, so we'll save that.
Yep.
Save
Makes
the
sense.
continued
Yeah.
interaction. For now, let's go to the next interview. Which is going to be I'm basically doing these in kind of lowest heat to highest heat order. Who wants to play the interviewer for the interview with Hazaret's Chosen?
What were you saying?
I was asking who wants to be the interviewer for the interview with you and Zaida.
Ah.
Everybody speak up at once. I mean, I can do it again if we need.
You know what? I think I'll be the interviewer.
All right.
Oh boy. All right, that's gonna give me some time to go get me a snack.
Wait, why is this the same one? Is this the same one that I just did? Because I was supposed to pick a different one.
This is a different one.
Okay, no, this is different. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Ika, if you can,
What do I do?
Move to the interviewer.
Where's the interviewer room?
It's the ping's up here.
Ah, good. Like token.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is your token on here?
Yeah, no.
Oh, there we go. There you are.
where did I put Zaida?
Oh no, Zaida's in your prize cards.
Not again. And again, if I need to give any notes to the interviewer, I will do so through the quote-unquote headset.
All right, sounds good. All right, so... welcome, challengers. So, are you excited for the upcoming matches involving you and your teammate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, although is it just me, or do those guys seem a little bit intense?
Given the kind of competition we're holding here, you tend to get that rough crowd that want to just come in and do nothing but damage.
Oh. Tough crowd.
It can certainly be a tough crowd, but you know what? Whatever. But you know what? It gets the entertainment value up.
Oh, this is a different vibe than back in Amonkhet.
Right, but enough about that. Let's talk about you two. So what exactly would you say your dynamic is together?
We are both of us are the followers of Hazaret.
All right, and what does that mean? And what does that mean to the battlefield? What does that bring to your show?
Brings guidance, inspiration. It brings like excitement.
And in my particular case, of course, speed.
Ooh, so we can expect something flashy here when you arrive on the stage, can we?
Oh, you bet.
Well, with that kind of descriptor, you better not disappoint. I want to hear that crowd cheer and cry for you when you start showing your stuff.
So before we continue, Ika, I would like you to first roll me a religion check for yourself.
Okay, check. 22?
22, fantastic. So that is going to generate 1 heat during your match, and I want you to roll another d20, just a flat d20, and I'll add the modifier for and this is going to be for Zaida's persuasion.
Yep, 11.
11, and Zaida I don't have the full sheet for Zaida ready, so I'm just going to say it's a 13 total. That does not generate a heat for the match, unfortunately. But as we continue the interview, Zaida is going to say, not to brag or anything, but over on Ravnica, I do have a victory over the Archangel Creedalai.
Ooh, that's quite the track record you got there. That's a big promise you're bringing to the arena.
I think a number of people counted me out at first, but I think people are starting to notice, maybe?
Then that just means there'll be more eyes on you once you get to that arena, so you better not let down their expectations all too soon.
Ika, would you like to add anything to what's being said?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say is, like, what do they mean by, when they said they'll see us in All In? What is All In exactly?
Oh, all in, everyone with essentially, you know how it's like when somebody trains with weights and suddenly they take them off?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's exactly what you'll be facing. You'll be facing people who will be holding nothing back and have a lot to fight for.
Ooh. That sounds exciting.
Oh, it certainly is. It gets the crowd up and wild the moment that the match eventually begins. Just the anticipation for waiting it to start gets the crowd riled up.
Ooh. Feel very excited to do this.
Okay, so on this one, I think let's start with the D20 because I feel like what Zaida did is a little bit more clear. It's an intimidation.
9?
No, just a flat D20.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a flat
okay.
D20.
Unfortunately, Zaida is much like early AJ Styles. He's very good in the ring, but not that great at promo. For you, I think it's a little bit less clear what that one is. I will say that one will be history.
Ooh, let me have a look. That one?
Oh, God.
For a total of 2, the total matters. This could be pretty bad, because now it's time. It's time for the family to show up. It's like,
With talk like that, it sounds like only one of you has any kind of combat experience.
You say that, but we haven't even fought each other yet.
Haven't fought each other yet. I can assure you that my two boys from Amonkhet actually know what they are doing.
It seems like you're so confident before the battle even began.
And that display of confidence will result in a persuasion check. That is definitely above 15, and it definitely beats yours. So that's one momentum to their side, but it does generate a heat for your match.
Ooh.
So and then the big lizard dude shows up. It's like,
I mean, listen. Personally, I'm looking forward to some fried chicken wings come the match.
Oh! You could find those chicken wings somewhere in Ravnica.
he's gonna roll an intimidation. He is going to fail to intimidate because you just shut it down. Dice tell a narrative. It's like, you really think that she hasn't heard that one before? And I kind of want King Cobra to say the religion one. It's like, Hazaret's about like inspiration and shit. That's not what I remember. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you just said that Hazaret was about kicking ass, you'd be pretty accurate. But I don't know about the stuff she was saying.
The quote-unquote kicking ass actually inspires people to quote-unquote kick more ass.
His religion was not very good. The unfortunate part about that is this match isn't building that much heat. That's okay. Abel Kane is going to come in with the history. It's like,
You know, I happen to have done a little bit of research. Zyda, right? You never had a father. So, if you really need a father figure, when all this is said and done, I'm right here. And from my understanding, you've been kind of sort of a mother figure for him. So, he kind of does a call me motion. And
What the fuck?
What?
he definitely rolled above a 15, and he definitely beat your history. So that, so the momentum kind of stays even keel.
Like, even the interviewers just sort of like, should I? I don't know if I want to stop this, but damn.
Abel come on, let's go. He starts leaving with the two behind him. Zyda's like, he's kind of a creep.
Yeah, I don't get what his problem is. Why does he take things too seriously? It's just a match.
Oh, but it does drum up the excitement when the eventual match begins. They brought up some confidence in themselves, and they're gonna need to carry that into the arena.
Still,
sounds like-
I cannot believe I've met someone who takes things more seriously than Gamataki.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Oh,
He sounds
shade out of go.
They sound way
Gamataki
too,
just sneezes.
they sound way too overconfident.
Well then, it'll be all the more satisfying to see the two of you beat their shit now, won't it?
By the way, you guys should know that wrestler, the wrestler that Abel Kane is based on, has actually done that.
Oh yeah,
You're familiar with Christian.
yeah.
So I'm going to move you guys down into K-Touring. We're gonna get some. I guess we are getting the entire second round of promos done this session, probably, with the way we're doing it. Fuck it.
Hey.
So we are now in between promo time.
All right. I'm gonna go outside to get some fresh air, you guys. So give me a minute. Call me when it's time for our promo. My fucking.
Do you need help moving your token?
No, I got it. I got it. See, this is what
Okay.
happens when I go on multi. There we go. Okay. So yeah, Liza's gonna sit down and just kind of meditate for a minute, just thinking.
Thinking.
Think thunk.
Yeah. Also, if DM, this is if you want to do the thing.
Domri shows up. It's like, you all right?
Yeah, just kind of thinking about how to go about this promotion and what we're up against. Bards are tricky little things to deal with.
I mean, not if you beat him up.
Yeah. I definitely want us to make sure we're in sync, so I just need some preparations to be made. That's why I'm out here meditating.
He goes to sit down beside you. Cool. Let's fucking do it then.
All right.
This meditation about to be metal as fuck.
That's not like the meditations back home I do with Kensuke every now and then.
You can tell Dobri's just like, at first, just sitting there, just straining himself thinking.
Domri, relax. Relax your body. Relax your mind.
Okay, if you say so. Is that not what is meditation? Not just thinking really hard?
It's more like easy spiritual thinking. You're thinking outside of your body.
Okay.
Think of a time where you felt enlightened or empowered. Hint to the DM. What we talked about.
No, I got you. I was just going there. Just don't chill.
I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm chill.
It's like, okay, oh, sure. He just starts attempting to relax. And the thing is, as he's relaxing, you start to feel something.
What do I feel?
This sort of resonance about the whole thing. To a certain degree, you even feel like you feel sort of this anger bubbling up, like pretty directly towards Bolas. But it's not like the one that you have. I would like for you to roll an insight check on what this feeling.
Alright, insight. What is my insight? Quick. I'll pull out my black sparkly dice for this one. Insight. Okay, insight plus. That will be an 18.
That feeling is coming from Domri. It's like his emotions and his energy is being shared with you.
Eliza feels this. She feels this connection with Domri. And it's a feeling she's never felt before. Yes, she does feel anger, but this is a very interesting feeling of anger. And she opens her eyes. Her eyes are that draconic state as she's feeling this. And she turns to Domri and says, I'm feeling something from you, and this is not normal when I meditate with people.
Domri opens his eyes, and his eyes also look to be in that draconic state.
Which surprises her, like, you have dragon blood as well?
He looks a little confused. What makes you say that?
She takes him by the pond here. Look at your eyes.
He looks, it's like, ah, dude, sweet!
You're... Okay, so, which dragon do you descend from? Or did you get, like, some sort of... Do I happen to see anything on particular with Domri?
There's, like, a glow on, like, one of the tattoos on his body.
First off, sick tattoo, and it's glowing.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't exactly remember where I got that one. Eliza I would like for you to roll a history check. No advantage because you've never been to the place it's from.
All right. That's a 13.
You're not able to properly identify where exactly this... You're not able to fully identify, but you're able to tell this tattoo is in some way related to Tarkir?
Okay. I can't tell what this tattoo is, but I can kind of see it resembles something from Tarkir.
Huh.
You must have been really, really drunk when you went to Tarkir.
Super drunk. Like, the most drunk. You would not believe.
I imagine what you drank was probably very, very strong. Still, this feeling is strange, but... Huh.
Kind of a vibe, though.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I also hate Bolas as much as you do.
He's such an ass!
He's a prick. He's a low life, no good, road-killed lizard that deserves to be smashed in with a rock.
Fuck yeah, dude!
The dynamic between Eliza and Domri is a vibe, and I love it. So,
Domri's soul bond feature is over the next hour, Domri and Eliza bond. They bond with soul.
it resonates deep within our soul.
Fuck Bolas.
All right. Yeah, screw Bolas. And with that, we will head back. Hey guys, me and Domri bonded through hatred of Bolas.
Totally. So who would like to be the interviewer for Bedrinus and Simon?
I'll do.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna exit out of.
Let's look at you there. Okay. And then, I guess on the way to the interview room, Bedrinus will turn to Tori and just be like, hey, should we, it's like, here, should we, suit up?
Yeah, may as well.
I mean, they did see, that was how the audience first saw us.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll activate the symbiotic armor.
Alright, I have placed they underneath you
Okay.
to indicate as much.
Okay.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, what's up?
Hello.
All right, let's get down to business. So, who are you, and like, where did you come from?
Okay, well, I hail from Ravnica.
Y'all already know me. I'm Simon from Thunder Junction. Simon Pace.
Right. We saw you with the mask guys. So tell me.
No. Them masked guys are not with me. Well, actually, PayFal, but like, them other dudes, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, like, we saw you getting ready to beat their butts.
I mean, yeah, they've been impersonating OBS followers for fucking ages. It's about time somebody shut them up.
Ah, here to take names. I like that. Tell me, how did you two? What's your plan of action?
I'm gonna shoot him. That's what the gun's for.
And I gotta make sure the bullets pierce this time.
Ooh.
So here's what I'm feeling for this. I think Bedrinus. I feel like you were more the one doing the intimidating.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna be a little bit wild. I'm gonna give Simon performance.
All right. All right. So you need me to roll intimidation and performance?
I need you to roll intimidation, and I need you to roll a d20 for performance.
All right.
Just a flat d20, and I'll add the modifier.
Alrighty. Okay, so that is a dirty 20 on the intimidation. And the flat d20 is a 13.
Well, that 13 becomes a 17, thanks to his performance. And your match gets 2 heat from that. So let's continue the interview.
All right.
All right. So, that's a good question. I can, off the top of my head. What do you have to say to your competition?
I suppose just hope that they have the courage to actually come into the ring. You know, 3 against 1 wasn't exactly fair.
If they were real men, no offense, Bits. If they were real men, they would they wouldn't be hiding behind masks. How about that shit?
Ooh. Ooh. What are you hoping?
No, go ahead, continue.
What would you say if they were right here in this room right now?
There wouldn't be a whole lot of talking. There'd be a lot of shooting, though. Bedrinus, what about you?
It's like, I suppose as I said before, you know, it's like, yeah, you may have shown quote unquote bravery, you know, three on one, you know, might even show bravery trying to like show up in the room, but you know, we'll let the ring speak for us.
So this time he's going to be the one rolling intimidation. So I need you to do a flat 20 for the intimidation.
Okay, flat D20. That will be a 14 for the intimidation.
Okay, so total is 18 on that. So that will generate a heat. And I need you to roll insight because you're basing this on your perception of their cowardice.
Alrighty. So the insight, that will be 14.
All right, that unfortunately will not generate a heat.
Oh, okay.
After you say that, the lights go out.
Oh boy.
And then they come back up, and all three of them are there.
Out of set.
Simon, true to form, goes to shoot one of them.
Where? Probably at...
Perhaps...
Oh, you got it.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, as he goes to reach for his gun, I would say Bedrinus will, like, grab his hand, you know, to stop him. You know, save the bullets.
You would be wise to listen to your partner on this.
That's going to be intimidation from one of them. And that's going to be against the 20 intimidation. It will be above 15, but it will not beat. So the momentum skews in your direction on that one.
Alright.
Another one of them will speak up and says,
This match is going to be very interesting, won't it? A last-minute replacement. Someone who just doesn't know how to hold his fire.
that I will make the insight. Because that's a nat 20 on that. So it generates 2 heat, and it does swing the momentum twice. Because of the fact that it's a nat 20.
Okay.
Interviewer or Bedrinus can respond to that appropriately.
You're going ahead, Bits.
Yeah, I think Bits is actually going to stay quiet on this one.
Simon will speak up then. So Simon will be like, "That's some pretty bold talk from a bunch of cowards. I may draw quick, but at least I draw fair."
And just how well is that going to do for you? If you're left laying in the end, just like you were before with Veer.
That's intimidation. That intimidation, I am going to say, well, for one, it's above 15, and it does actually beat his intimidation, so it's actually 2 in their favor. Jesus Christ. Like, y'all had high rolls, but so did they.
Right.
These guys don't play around.
Mm-hmm.
And for the end, it's just going to be...
Good luck. You're going to...
And then the lights go out. And they're gone. And that will be their... And that will be their performance. Their performance wasn't so good. It doesn't generate heat, but you guys get... But it's only 1 against you now. But God, did your match get a lot of heat off of that?
I really wish they would quit doing that. Well, you two, what's your team name again?
Did we decide on the team name?
I don't think we did. Was gonna be the Nixilus order with PFAL. That was Ob's idea, but I'm not so sure. Actually, I'm not so sure that would make sense with like you.
I know. Yeah, out of character. I'm thinking.
I was gonna say Team Sniper.
It's like I suppose that could work. You know, it's like well, given the fact that you're quick on the draw and with my foresight, you know, maybe something with that, something with sniping.
Yeah, call us the snipers.
Alright. Team Sniper, good luck out there. You're gonna need it.
Woo! Go snipers!
Not Tori.
It's like, was that Tori?
Yes.
Oh god.
Like while being the armor says that.
Yeah.
The hell was that? You do notice that Simon does seem a little bit rattled by all of that, but like, okay, okay.
It's like, don't worry.
His jimmies have sufficiently been rustled.
Yeah, don't worry. You know, we've got your back.
Suit up, shoot up! No. Corey says that. Suit up, shoot up! Woo! He does the tagline.
Because fun fact, some wrestling fans really know how to cut promos.
All right.
So we are now once again between interviews, which means we're back in New Eridu.
Well.
Hey, do we have, like, ideas for our interview or anything? Like, what we're gonna do? Because they dance, and I don't think we're beating that.
I still have something up my sleeves. And it does in fact involve you. It's the only reason I chose you as a teammate over my usual.
Huh. Okay. He blinks.
You're not nervous as a promo, are you?
It's not that different from telling people to give me their money.
Then you get that energy and use that for the promo. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
And Kamataki just takes one of his knives, he like spins it around a bit before tightly gripping it. You ready?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I am intentionally saving. Technically, you guys would be next going in reverse heat order, but I'm actually going to intentionally save you guys for last for story reasons.
Okay.
Just letting you know right now. So be prepared for... Be fully prepared for shenanigans
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
when the time... when near the end of the session.
All right. Hey, Cece, you've come and you're in time for shenanigans.
Cece.
For now, Eliza and Gomery.
Oh, boy.
Who wants to be the interviewer?
I guess I can.
This particular track is...
I guess I can.
All
I
right.
can give it a shot.
So Domery comes in, it's like, what up, motherfuckers? Woo!
Sup?
He's like, all right, let's just get this over with. All right, so, yeah, you two, yeah, you're quite the match. Yeah, so, how the hell did you guys meet? Like, what brings you two together?
The hatred of a certain dragon that we're trying to keep away.
Certain big-horned motherfucker thought he could kill me. Nah.
He's like,
By the way, you all right? You should... He just puts his arm around the interviewer. You should lighten up, Jim. Is your name Jim? I don't care.
he's like, you do realize there are no dragons here, right?
Then we'll just have to kick something else's ass. Point is, we're here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I don't see any bubblegum in the catering. So...
Oh, why do I always get the weird ones?
You're the weird one.
Yeah, he just turns to it. Yeah, the interview just turns to Eliza. It's like, you think you can control this?
I mean, I can, but at the same time, we would like to go wild and savage.
Alright. It's like wild and savage, I suppose. What is that? Is that going to be like your team dynamic?
Technically, our team dynamic is called Savage Garden.
No, that's our team name. Our team dynamic is fucking obliterate.
Yep. We're here to take names. That's all.
It's like,
Nah, fuck the names.
it's like, where the fuck do we find
We'll
these
just skip
people?
straight to the kicking ass.
Where the fuck do we find these people?
Ravnica. So, okay. So, for yourself, Eliza, I'm gonna make that a little more, just a straightforward, we'll make that a persuasion, and for Domery, it'll be performance.
Alright, so here's Eliza's persuasion. Her persuasion is a +7.
And just roll the flat d20 and I'll add the modifier for Domery.
Alright. Eliza's die is on a 17, so 17 plus 7 is 24.
That generates a heat.
And Domere got a 14.
14 on the die, and his performance is +3, so that's 17. That generates a heat. Let's continue the interview.
Alright. Alrighty then. So it's like, okay, so
If you need notes on something to ask, I am here as in your headset.
yeah, probably.
It's worth noting that Ricky Platinum was able to kind of outshine Eliza on the thing that she's supposed to be. She's supposed, like, we've got the goddess of ceremonies versus the master of ceremonies, and it seems like the master of ceremonies is winning.
Gotcha.
On that front.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so again, he'll turn to Eliza and just be like, well, I certainly hope you'll put on a better show. I mean, you didn't exactly do so hot last time. I mean, hell, your partner's kind of outshining you now. Or he's just being loud.
He's just being
Same
loud.
thing!
Well, that's because I'm actually technically not used to competing for the spotlight. The spotlight always comes to me. However, I'm getting warmed up about taking back the spotlight.
Alright. Okay.
Fuck yeah! Lizzie!
Yes?
Shh. Give him a little bit of the razzle, you know?
She uses prestidigitation to, like, make some mini fireworks. Like, I am the one and true goddess of ceremonies. I am higher than a master. The master obeys the goddess. And her eyes are draconic, too.
Alright.
And he just goes up and is like, look, I could tell that those guys were a lot more... And either way, the flashy, like, all their talk doesn't really matter once we get in the ring, because I could see that they were shaken by my... And that, Jim, that is what's gonna matter.
Okay.
You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk?
Exactly. See, you get it. So...
Alright, it's like, yeah, I guess it, like maybe he could be like, you know, kind of like into the headset or something. It's like, look, can you just bring them in here already?
So I am going to make I'm going to have Eliza roll performance herself.
Okay. Oh, that one bounced. That one bounced. That would be a 22.
That generates a heat. And roll a d20 for Domri's insight.
Dormery got a flat nat 20.
Oh my goodness. Total is 23. That generates 2 heat. And I'll go ahead and put 1 momentum on your guys' side before we even see the rest of the result.
All right.
So they show up, and it's like... So it's like... You two can talk all you want about how we were supposed to be shaken by him. But the fact of the matter is, I know for a fact that Lizzie, that's what your name is, right? Lizzie, you were shaken by me. And that's going to be a problem for you. And that's going to be his insight. Does not beat yours, but is above 15.
I wasn't more shaking. I was more observing, if anything.
Uh-huh, sure. Right.
It's like, hold on. First things first. Tony Bones steps in. Hold up. First things first. Hold up. The rundown have arrived. Caesar me, Daddy Blaze. And that's gonna be performance. That is going to beat the first performance for sure. So they are going to take one of that momentum back. Listen. You two kids seem like you got a lot of potential. This is Daddy Blaze talking. But let me tell you what. You guys just don't seem to have a lot of experience as a team compared to Ricky and Tony here. Hell, I bet my two actual kids got more experience working together. Well, they definitely do, actually. Point is, the experience advantage is gonna be pretty important in this, and if you overlook that, that's gonna be a big problem for you. And that is going to be some persuasion, and I will let you respond to that.
All right. Well, I met some interesting individuals, back on Ravnica, here, other planes. Sometimes opposites do work together. Sometimes the most oddest of teams can work together. I mean, just you wait till you see the frog and the cookie.
Yeah, we saw that, the frog and the cookie. That don't make no goddamn sense. So he did get above 15, but he did not beat you, so you guys get the momentum on that, and it generates a heat. And so it's one last performance. Look, maybe a word of advice on you, a little bit of flashiness and whatnot. Like the sparkling lights, they're cool and whatnot. He does some prestidigitation himself. Learn how to rap. Then maybe you'll be able to keep up. I mean, you say you're a goddess, but what's a god to a non-believer, right?
Yeah. You know what? I will agree with that. And, but you see, there's a difference between you and me. Well, yeah, rapping's cool and all. But how well can you sing? As I would like to roll one more performance check, if that's fine.
No need. Because I was doing his performance, to contest you. You beat him. So you guys get the heat. You guys get a heat, or actually no, that doesn't generate a heat. He didn't roll high enough to generate a heat. And you guys got the momentum on your performance against Ricky. So congratulations. Oh wait, no, that would be enough to get. Never mind, that does get a heat.
Because you know what I was actually planning on performing?
What's that?
I will post the lyrics down in here. Because it kind of fits with them in a weird way. No singing required. It's just the beat of the audience and her. And I could say totally Dormer doing like a thing.
He is doing the hype man thing, 100%.
So from one performer to another, I will say good luck.
Like, when you do that, he actually seems a little bit shaken by it. But they do end up leaving. Interviewer, close us out.
Yeah, the interviewer is just kind of like rubbing like the sides of his temples. It's just like, yeah, I think we're done here. Oh god, I'm so getting tinnitus. Yeah, just from all the
You need
just from all the screaming.
You need just a hot bath and some nice wine. That's all you need, buddy. And with that, they will look. Well, I think that went better.
Totally. He went running with his tail between his legs, dude.
High five.
He does the. I would like to note that at the moment, that match does now have the highest amount of heat. That could change very easily with the next two, but because the next two start a little bit ahead. And it's also got the highest amount of momentum on either side as well. So, good job.
Heck yeah! Once Eliza gets around to the heat, after observing, yes, she's ready to take the stage.
By the way, the people who've already done their interviews, we are taking to catering. Any RP you guys want to do between?
Maybe a little. All right, so this has been an interesting thing, meeting interesting people. But we still need to keep our eyes out for you-know-who. Well, you-know-who's.
That's going to be a bit of a concern for certain. That was definitely the wrong voice.
Yeah, that sounded like Arlington.
Yeah. That's definitely going to be a concern.
I don't know what their plan is, but as long as we keep our guard up, and I think we should be fine.
The top two matches are actually tied in heat, but I am going to go with the title match first. So that will end up being Le Bear. Or sorry, Incinerator. Bear's not here.
It's a who bear.
And it'll be Incinerator and Troubadour. Who would like to play the interviewer?
It would be really funny if I did.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All right. I guess I shall be the interviewer then.
I can't interview myself.
Yep. It's like, why does this interviewer suddenly be fueled by Gamataki?
Why do I feel like this interviewer is a frog in disguise?
Well, I'm waiting.
Right. So, I doubt I really need to ask. No, I doubt I'd really need to ask any of you about your experience within a ring. You certainly seem like you've had your fair share of scraps, haven't you, Incinerator?
Headset note. Troubadour also has been in the ring in Kylam before as well.
Ah, yes. So you're both experts in this field, and I gotta say, your banter with your opponents were absolutely top-notch.
This one has argued with people before fights before, and sometimes has just started fight immediately.
Well, at the very least, you know how to keep that kind of heat going, because the crowd is excited to see you guys in action.
Not the first time people are excited to see this one in arena. Will not be the last.
Alright. Now then, how exactly would you two describe your dynamic to those who haven't seen you perform on stage before?
Troubadour, for the most part, is just kind of staring menacingly with the mask on.
To be honest, Incinerator is not much for talking either. They're both just sort of stonewalling that question. It's just look at us. You can tell what our deal is.
Ah, yes. Imposing with few words. I like it. It's classic. It's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
You don't need words when your blade does the talking. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Incinerator, yours is going to be persuasion because you did do a little bit of talking at the beginning, because of how just of how he was stonewalling everything. Arlington's is going to be intimidation. So for you, it'll be just the roll and just roll a flat d20. You'll roll the actual ability and roll a flat d20 for Arlington.
Okay, so Persuasion, 21, off of a natural 20. Again, it's not charismatic. He's very much, I
But
will
it's a
hit
natural,
you and I will hit
but
you hard.
It is a natural 20 though, so that counts.
And Arlington rolled a 19.
Okay. So your nat 20 does generate 2 heat, and it automatically gives you a momentum right away. And that 19 is plus 6 for a 25.
I'm using my white-blue dice for Arlington and my cat dice for Bear.
That also generates a heat. And we can continue the interview.
All right. So, on to the next question. On to the next question to the both of you. So, how exactly did you two meet up and form this team with one another? What got that spark going?
I would probably say it's how many times. I was about to say it would probably be how many times we fought each other over the years.
Opponents to teammates. It's not unheard of around in these fields, but it's always a welcome sight.
Back on Ravnica, we were rivals. Not many people understand how well I fight, other than this one.
So I can imagine the synergy between you two is going to be off the walls.
And there aren't many other than him that were able to beat me either.
Bear has beaten literally everyone who has entered that arena.
Including Archangel Creedalai.
Yeah. This one remembers that fight like it was yesterday.
Very good. These matches are about to get exciting. Now, say if your opponents were in this room right now, would you have any words you want to share with them?
How long are they going to hide instead of showing their face?
That can certainly be arranged. There he goes on the headset. Bring him in.
So I shouldn't do this because it's not supposed to be the same ability for both, but I think it's fitting with what you guys were doing. So both of you, it's going to be history.
History? Okay.
Yes. Because you guys were doing a lot of talking about your history with you.
16 for Bear, and a 15 on the dice for Troubadour. They rolled the same dice number. 15 on both dice.
That will be a total of 18 for Troubadour. You guys are building up the heat. But someone's showing up to build up more heat. Rowan actually doesn't show up at first. At first, it's just Will. It's like, my sister's coming. She just has a few other things to. But someone has to deal with royal obligations on occasion. You understand?
It is understandable you value throne more than fights.
I believe valuing the fight would come more from the training for it. Either way, something very interesting about you two. You two have been... you noted that you'd been enemies for quite some time.
Yeah, this is true.
However, the thing that you're forgetting is that the amount of time you've been enemies even pales in comparison to how long me and my sister have worked together. How do you think that's going to affect things exactly?
Not at all.
That
fact,
will...
It will work in our favor.
I'm going to roll his first history. That unfortunately is not enough to... He did not roll enough to generate heat. And that's not enough to beat you, so you guys get the momentum on that. Are you certain of that? I mean, are you aware of the battles that we've had to face together as well? Not even just in the arena, but even back home? That'll be the second history.
No. This one is unaware of what happens mostly outside of Ravnica. Hasn't left very often.
That one actually is enough to both generate heat and beat the other history. So... Rowan shows up. Sorry I'm late. Well, right, the clowns in the masks. Yeah? Funny that you should call us clowns. I mean, you definitely look like one. You remember the last time you were here and I kicked your ass. It was so free, too. You really want that again? And that's going to be the intimidation? Which is not going to beat the intimidation you guys got, although it will generate heat. Not the same person I was when we fought before, Rowan. I would think that you would understand that growth is a thing. suppose you two have been stagnant for so long as champions that it's lost on you.
Bro, they are so small. They could do some growing, that is for sure. Incinerator, just chucking out a short joke on perfectly average height people.
Not everyone's as big as you, but you know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. I have...
That is if they fall.
I've made it happen.
And
that will be... Again? I'm confident that I can. That is the persuasion. Believe it or not, that actually did beat yours.
Admittedly, I only have +1 to it.
Yeah. Will is a very persuasive person. After he says... With the champions for a reason. You'll notice why during the actual match. And he heads down, and they actually go to catering. Interviewer, wrap us up.
All right, so you guys had a great conversation. Loved the heat that was going on between the both of you, and I can just say there is a reason this is the title match.
It has, in fact, managed to get more heat than the Savage Garden match. So good job. Forgive me, I am mildly multitasked at the moment.
You're good.
So this is the first time the other party members see Will and Rowan Kenrith.
We are now in between.
That's... Oh, so...
Hello.
That's Will and Rowan. Hello.
Yeah, the cameras bring out the worst in everybody.
He rolls his eyes. I'm just doing it for... You already know that I'm just doing it for the...
Yes, no. This one is commenting on his own actions as well. Again, out of everybody.
Fair enough. Anyway, hello, I'm Will Kenrith. This is my sister Rowan.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you both.
Likewise. Yo, what up? Howdy. Yes, hello, Simon.
This one always forgets how annoying it is to set up before a fight. Yeah, it's much better when you can just go to arena and start the fight. Or have a little bit of talk and then fight. Not 2 hours of interviews beforehand.
This is part of the reason I minimized that especially since the Rakdos tend to prefer things just kind of with more of the combat and less of the interviews.
Yeah. It's definitely more pleasant. Instead of having to act for longer, this one can do his act on stage and then be done.
Imagine joining Rakdos, am I right, Dormery?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's for me.
Yeah! I may be an entertainer, but I don't think I can handle them.
I bet you could.
Maybe.
All I'm
A
saying,
little bit uneasy around.
all I'm saying, you're hanging out with me. You definitely got a little bit of fucking badass in you. All I'm saying.
I could. I could probably have catering side to them rather than the bloody sports. I mean, to be fair, I don't think even Rack doesn't even know I exist.
Oh no, they know
Isn't-
it exists.
Isn't one of your husbands from Rakdos? We dated. I'm from Rakdos.
Yeah, but did you ever mention?
You have dated so far 2 event organizers.
Yeah, but I don't think we ever mentioned me during your, shows. I mean, I showed up for them, but and plus, Shirat, I love that dork. He's more like, beetle fighting, if anything.
Right, the beetle fight. I'm sorry. Did you say beetle fighting?
Yeah,
Shidak has always been on the forefront of new exhibition sports.
just less bloody sports and more stuff for, like the kids in Ravnica.
Oh, no. Some of them can get bloody when you get the giant beetles versus the people.
Yeah, but that's the bloody stuff. That's more like of him in the dark side. But he does like more of the lighter side stuff. I mean, there was this thing about something about pogo sticks, if I remember correctly.
What? Like, Will is just like, what the fuck is all this? Rich boy does not understand.
Okay, look. The Shidak of the 8th Circle, that is literally his stage name, is a showman at heart. If he wasn't in Rakdos, he would probably be on another plane, creating shows.
I see.
And as he is very popular. Big, imposing man does really fun things. Have you ever seen someone about my size do a backflip on a pogo stick?
Do a backflip? Yes. On a pogo stick? No.
He has done 3 in a row. I mean, 3 backflips in 1 jump.
It wants to see.
Yeah, you can ask him next time you see him.
Mm.
He is almost always ready to perform a show.
I think last time when he and I talked, he said something about introducing something called skateboarding.
That I've actually heard of. Rowan's boyfriend does it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does. I know. And look, Will, I know you don't like him, but no. I can't exactly speak to what the heart wants.
Sometimes you have to understand people like doing different things. This one is exceptionally good in arena fights. Mostly due to, and he just sort of, just as a gesture, just tenses his muscles. Size.
The size is most certainly a fact.
There are some who are equally adept, even though they are not. And he just sort of gestures to his side to Troubadour.
Troubadour is just not there, and then just comes out from behind something.
See?
Will crosses his arms.
matches ever.
Will crosses his arms. It's like, well, I suppose for context, her boyfriend is a planeswalker named Tybalt.
What?
hang on. I need to roll a percentile check here, just to see if he'll make a joke. Okay, yeah. Of the Knights of the Round Table?
Oh
They
my
fight
god.
No.
Can I look at my Planeswalker book?
Yeah, look at your Planeswalker book.
Alright, history. 16.
Tybalt is a notorious fucking prankster. Has the most fucking annoying laugh. Like, that's in there. His laugh is super annoying.
I hold up the Planeswalker book. This him.
Yes, that would be him.
Please tell me it refers to him specifically as this chuckle fuck.
Yes.
Does the book call him a chuckle fuck?
It does, accurately so. Rowan smacks Will on the back of the head.
You know,
Yeah.
I could see it. Everybody loves a bad boy.
An interesting collection of people in this fighting establishment. And I thought Cassidy was weird.
He looks like Cassidy.
Tabaxi fights without shirt on. He almost always has hands in the pants of his jeans. Very, very popular with fans.
I may need to check out what's going on. The type of fights that are going on in Rakdos at some time. Then.
Some of them will confuse you.
Who was it that you faced? The Bone World Order or whatever it was called?
Oh yes, one World Order. This one beat the crap out of them in the middle of the arena before the fights even began because they were being cunts.
Wait, you have the Bone World Order there too?
Wait, the fuck? Oh god! And Bess like sort of stops and looks. What did you just say?
Oh no.
They fight here too?
I've seen a couple of skeleton men referring to themselves by the Bone World Order.
Oh, great! They're planeswalkers too.
They have a
course.
they have a manager. They have a manager here, although he sometimes fights as well. But
They goes by the name Dagger James.
that would be the one. Yes.
God's fucking damn it.
Actually, are we sure they'd be planeswalkers? Maybe somebody just brings them here.
Maybe somebody brings them here. This one hopes they are not planeswalkers. That is terrifying.
Yeah, last time we faced them, they threatened my husband over here, and she points to Zyda.
Yeah, they did. I think it was part of the act, but like, sometimes threats like that happen as in kayfabe, as it were.
Sometimes you cannot tell what is act between them and what is not.
That's true.
They are just a strange pair of people.
This is. I saw what the buckshot said. I'm not certain how real or not that was as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I tried to get a read on them, but when I read one of their minds, I just got static.
Really?
It was so strange. Yeah, it was so strange.
Someone's blocking it.
Yeah.
If they're intentionally blurring the line, I suppose that would make sense. They wouldn't want the truth to be figured out. At least not that easily.
Yeah, and when you're blocking something, that means you're hiding something.
But
And
but the thing is, they don't do magic themselves. They would have to get someone else to do something like that. Either that or just have a magic item that does it.
When I see them again, I'll see if I can pinpoint a magic item on them.
Yeah, this one could try and do that as well.
I could very well do that as well.
They're not going to question the barbarian being able to figure out what magic item they have.
This is true. I think we are now
Big muscle person.
prepared. To go into our final what will be our final interview for today, because TP is a little bit out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
for now, we will have who wants to be the interviewer for Gamataki and for Team
Who do you think is
Ginger
gonna do
Frog.
it? Who do you think is going to do it? Hello. You get me, frog, I get you back.
You know, can I just say I love how it started with Bear, now it's ending with Bear.
Everything begins and ends with me. You are so very small. Okay. Well, now this is a pairing I didn't think I'd have to see today. That's a frog and a cookie. Okay.
Hi! Hello!
You're telling me this is an actual pairing? That these two are actually fighting together? You've got to be fucking kidding me, seriously. Really? We're letting people like this in?
He just
Fine,
looks.
fine.
Caesar just looks to Gamataki. He's like,
Why is everybody so surprised about this?
You think of all the kind of nutcases that join these kind of competitions. Apparently, we're the weird combination.
None of us have seen a living cookie before. Apologies.
I mean, go to Eldraine, scrub. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not a planeswalker.
Not with that attitude.
Okay. All right. Let's get this interview going then. Tell me, boys. What brought you two together? Why are you fighting as a pair rather than with anybody else?
I initially had two ideas in mind, but honestly, I figured partnering up with him would give us a little bit of unpredictability. And without even getting to a fight, it seems that's already happened.
I guess, yeah, if you guys are so shocked by it, then I guess that would work.
I'd say that plan of yours is working pretty well, considering nobody even knew that you were from Eldraine. What is your name?
Caesar Ginger. Ginger. Caesar Ginger. Sorry, Captain Admiral Caesar Ginger. I think one of those two.
Captain Admirable, fuck. Captain Admiral Caesar Ginger. Why are you here, other than your stoic frog friend's plan?
Well, he kind of asked me, and I said, yeah, sure, because I didn't really have anything better to do, so, I'm just here.
Mere act of happenstance. How do you feel this will impact your success in your fight?
Does it matter that much? I'm here to fight, I'm gonna fight, and the fight will happen. Fighting!
He's also here to entertain. He's certainly good at that.
I think that's Roll's time.
Yes, that is Roll's time. Hit me with a flat D20 for Caesar's performance.
Okay.
And as for you, I think you were much more straight to the point. So, explaining the reasoning. So I think yours will just be persuade.
All right. Okay, so for Caesar, he got an 18, and for Gamataki, that's a nat 20.
What is your modifier?
+5. Wait, no, hold on. You said persuasion, right?
Yes.
That'd be a 19.
But it is a nat 20, so it automatically will generate 2 heat and give you the 1 free momentum off the bat.
Okay.
And it was a 19 on the die for performance.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll have a 21, and that will get you 1 more heat. Continue the interview.
So, what's your strategy gonna be for taking on your opponents? From what I heard, you're up against some quite painful people, the Dawnbringers.
Well, my tactics are the same as they usually are. Find weak points, target them, slip through the cracks, and take the hits.
Well, I have a couple weapons. Hang on.
He pulls out a gun and a sword.
Okay. You're just gonna keep hitting them, it seems.
I mean, yeah, kind of. He shrugs a little bit. It's like, it's what I normally do.
Essentially, I expect him to have my flank during the range whenever I have to get in close.
Yeah, what he said.
You seem to have very little initiative, Ginger Man.
No, my initiative is +4.
I opened myself up to an initiative joke. Damn it!
Interviewer, roll for initiative.
So, you're going to be the main assault, and you're going to be on the flank.
You'll certainly have other positions on the field.
I can do a lot of different things. I think the main thing is he gets in close and, I'm able to attack from range, come in if I need to. Just schmooping.
You also have another third thing to keep them on their toes with. One that I'm not going to properly disclose because that'd be too much telling.
So, let's get down to this. What are you calling your team?
By the way, I need to correct something. His performance wasn't 21; it was 24. I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot to add his wisdom to it.
I believe our team was titled Ginger Frog, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what people have been calling us.
Ginger Frog.
I initially didn't even come in with a team name, but once it started getting chanted throughout the crowd, I just figured I'd stick with it.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have Gamataki. Yours was a lot about the tactics you're going to be using, so I'm going to have you roll perception for that, and I am going to have, because there was a lot of Caesar kind of elaborating on what you were saying and parsing some of the strats. I'm gonna have him roll investigation.
All right. Okay, so for Gamataki, that's going to be an 18 in perception.
All right, and yeah, just roll the d20 on the investigation.
Caesar got a 2.
Well, yours is worth a heat. The total on his investigation is a 5.
Caesar's dice want to tell a narrative.
Yeah. So now's about the time for Ginger Frog's a good name. Good name. Good name. And it's just Cypress.
Cypress, where the hell is the rest of your team?
We kind of just figured that if you want to get all serious about this, it should be just me.
How's your trombone?
Oh, it's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, he pulls out a trombone and starts playing it. That's going to be performance. Gamataki, you can try to do something to his trombone playing right now.
Nah, he's not even gonna bother this time. This time to him, it's not even worth it.
Fitting, because he did not play it very well. Things out of tune. Whatever. The important thing is this. I couldn't help but notice that it seems like, to me at least, your partner doesn't even really know what he's doing, does he?
He's not exactly too experienced in the field of battle himself, but that's why I'm here with him.
The investigation would end up in his favor.
And he does generate a heat from that as well. So it's like, I guess. But didn't you say you had another partner in mind? Wouldn't you think that it'd be better to have somebody that's probably a little bit more, I don't know, experienced in something like this? Gotta roll the persuasion.
Yep.
Nope.
It did cross my mind. But it's like I said to the interviewer here. I have plans for him. And so far, it already is working, at least on the crowd, that is. Even the interviewer himself didn't know what to make of it when we came in.
Well, if your tactic is to confuse, that might work one way. But honestly, I'm a little bit confused about another thing. If you're trying to do all this smoke and mirrors, why are you so bothered when we're out there just having fun? Why are you so bothered by the fact that we're doing silly stuff too, unless your real problem is that you want to be the only one using that tactic? That you can't use that tactic if you can't fight fire with fire, my guy.
It's nothing to do with that. I just treat everybody like that. Even the big oaf I tend to run around with, I tend to treat it the very same.
And by the way, that is going to gain a heat, and it's going to be momentum for them. Because they come out better. It's like, sure. I don't know. It just seems like you want me to play your game more so than you actually trying to play ours. Maybe that's just me.
You can keep guessing my intentions all you want. You and your crew can. The only thing that's going to matter in the end is when they eventually execute that plan, whether you're prepared for it or not.
Yeah, we'll see if that plan of yours is successful.
And let's hope your trombone playing gets better by that time.
You really give a shit about my trombone playing in the during the match?
We'll have to see about that.
Do you think I can't fight?
Now, that is a completely different sentence.
For that matter, I don't think you really understand how serious I can get.
Oh no, I believe you can. You were bold enough to come here by yourself to face me face to face.
Of
Honestly,
course.
I think that deserves a little bit of respect. But only a little.
Do you know what it's like to have your home, everything that you've known, ripped from you?
I've seen it ripped from me.
Look in my eyes and tell me that I haven't.
I never had an intention of saying that to you.
Then you know the kind of person that you're about to be in the ring with.
Good.
He'll step away. Interviewer, you can note that Cypress Creed was originally from Mirrodin.
Isn't that where
completion is currently happening.
Yes.
It looks like you two have more in common than you would have thought at the outset.
His team is just
really is a sad story.
his team is just merely annoying. Nothing more than that. It's not like they're evil.
No, they're not. But some people may think you are.
I'm fine with that.
He's not evil, he's just serious.
Some people can't tell the difference between those two things.
Well, those people are stupid.
It's Caesar, it's fine. I don't care
What they are.
I don't care what anyone tends to think of me. The only thing that matters is that I get my job done, nothing more.
Well, what job are you trying to get done here?
The only job of mine that matters. Justice.
Okay, Black Knight.
Interviewer, you are getting in your headset to wrap it up.
Well, we're running out of time for this interview. Looks like we might have one more before the end of the night, and the fights begin. Gentlemen, go Risto. You're going to need the break.
Gamataki takes a nod and he just disappears in a puff of smoke.
Okay.
Does he always do that?
Yeah, kinda.
What an asshole.
So the
Go on.
So Gamataki, you would have to go down the hallway.
Alright.
As you're going down the hallway, I need for you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That is a nat 20!
I am detecting faint whiffs of Zaricha.
Faint whiff. Faint whiffs. I'm sorry. Did you say faint whiffs?
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Like, all of Gamataki's senses are just going off as he quickly looks behind him with a knife ready.
And that is where we are going to end the session.
Woohoo! I still like that freaking bear here's the big oaf comment. It's just like, I heard that.
Bear heard it, but he's less inclined to say, I heard that.
See, but you see, he acted, but one of them removes their head, and it's actually Hoopa.
It's fucking Hooper.
Fuck
Of course
yep.
it's fucking
Yeah.
Hooper. I'm getting sick of fucking Hooper.
He's in all of
Like,
our
seriously, can't he
games,
find
man.
someone else to fuck? Damn.
No.
And unfortunately Jordan's not here, but stay tuned for next Saturday for the Curse of the Strahd.
Well, hold on.
That's not next Saturday. That's next fortnight.
No, 27th. I meant. My bad.
Yeah, well, because yeah, stay tuned for when we for the next couple of weeks on Tuesday of D&D for some more Strixhaven, and then we have Curse of Strahd.
Yes.
Hello, mate.
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna blow some shit up.
Yep.
It's all fine.
Pacifico is fine, but he is also not fine.
He is
Everything's
the
going
game
according to. No, that wasn't in the plan at all. Actually, fuck.
addict. Oh,
Pacifico
boy.
is not okay, and we might see that in the next session. We might.
Danny, we really
It's
need to
err
put
on
up
the
a.
side of caution.
Danny, we really should put up a freaking art room thing on the display for Strixhaven. We've got to show that one that Kitty drew.
Yeah, we'll think about
Man.
Until next time, though.
Okay,
Goodbye.
let's actually get these dates. Let's actually get these dates set
Bye-bye.
up. Come back on the 23rd for more Strixhaven, and then come back on the 27th for Curse of Strahd. We'll see you next time.
it. Alrighty.
See ya. Goodbye.